What's going on, everybody? What's happening? Hey, who we got here? We got some people. People are coming in as we speak here. Who's got here? Evan was in first today. He's got number one. He's got the pole position. Warren was in right after that. Let's see here. Who we got? We got Phil. Phil's in. Warren, Phil, Evan. That's everybody right now. That's everybody in the chat. If you're watching, please say hi in the chat. Give me a thumbs up. Whatever you get. And aloha. We've had a few of those. So we're going to be talking about chords with open strings today. And these open position chords, people tend to move them around a lot. A little out of tune here. Let me tune up real quick because I care, just like Jimi Hendrix. Jimmy said, "I tune because I care." So these the song that I played in the opening here, it's a song I wrote a long time ago, and it uses a lot of strings with a lot of chords with open strings in it, but not in a traditional way, not the way that you would think of, like, you know, an acoustic with the big boomy low string and all that stuff. Oh, everything's out of tune today. Our weather's been just crazy. It started off freezing and it got kind of warm this afternoon, and the guitars are not liking it here. But we're going to talk about some songs that use chords with open strings. Melissa is a big one. Greg Allman's first song he ever wrote, and it has that sound all through it. This is closer than it was before. We'll just go with that, right? His song, Melissa, is in E, and it moves this E chord around a lot. He does them in the moves it up through the diatonic chords, right? So if you had an E here, the next would be an F sharp minor. Let me get over to that there. Here's my F sharp minor there. So we got our F, C sharp, F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, A, C sharp, and F sharp. And what ends up happening is, for this song, the top two strings and the low string get taken off. Now, I'm not going to play the song. I don't want to, get into any of those things, but here's some of the chords that happen to be in the song. And this is a very cool sound. You take your E major chord, you slide it up one, lower the third, so it's a minor, and bar across, you get your F sharp minor. But if you just play the G string and leave the other ones open, very cool sound. So we have our F sharp minor with the fretted notes, and then we have a B and E and another E along with it. The E is the flat 7 of the F sharp minor. And let's see, the B is the 4th. So it's like a minor 11 chord, F sharp minor 11th, right? Then it moves up through other ones. But, you might be thinking, well, that's hard to do. Well, Phil's comment's still up there. So you might be thinking, that's hard to do. How can I figure out these chords with all the open strings? And most people don't. They just take shapes that they know and start sliding them around a little bit and hoping it'll sound good, right? So if I went from here and just up one fret, it doesn't really sound that great, but this is a D, and my open string for this is going to be like a drone note, a bass note. That D is going to stay the same. Now I'm going to go up here. Now this is a G chord. D, E, F sharp, G. In the key of D, G is the 4th. And if we went up 2 more, take the same shape up 2 more, there's the 5th. But with that D in the bass, the stuff I'm playing sounds like a lot of songs. I could go into all of them. I'm not going to do it. You always have your open strings. You always do. So if you're playing a chord in the song that I played earlier, it goes through E. And this is what is that? It's I'm walking down E to an E flat in the bass with it's like a B chord with a D sharp in the bass, third in the bass, and then C sharp minor, and then A. So those were the 4 chords in the beginning, but when the bridge part comes around, it's A, back to E. Notice this E has this open, the A has the open A string as well. So for both of these, I'm using chords with open strings, just the roots. It's pretty easy. But now, when I go to the B for the turn up, I'm fretting a B chord here. I'm fretting a B bar chord. But I'm not pushing down the high strings. I'm letting up on those. So I get a high B and an E. That's a dreamy kind of sound. And do the same for the A. So it's not all the way across. It's only 4 strings. One thing that it does is it ties everything together, right? If you've got some ringing notes, and say you have to move your hands to a different place, buys you a little time. It kind of fills up some of the silence there. If you're trying to fill up all the silence, but these are I always try if I'm ever playing a chord. The theme song for that for the Play Guitar podcast is dominant 7th chords, C sharp there, but there's also a bunch of open strings along here too. Let's try and make a chord here. Let's figure out who we got. Who's still in here? We've got Evan and Phil, Warren. So Evan, Phil, and Warren, we're going to make a song up here, and we're going to use open strings to make it sound fantastic here. So I'm going to ask you, Evan, you go ahead. Give me a little easy chord progression. Just whatever's off the top of mind here. It could be just easy open chords. Let's say, let's see here. I'm not getting anything in. So I'm gonna have to just make it on my own if I get another 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. I'll make it on my own. So let's do a B chord. I was doing a B. Okay, Evan says, take our time here. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna start with a B chord here. Now I'm gonna do an F style B chord, the half of an F, this thing here. So I'm barring the top 2 strings and then coming down like that. And I'm gonna start to think of this B chord. I'm gonna open up the top 2 notes here. So we have B, we have D sharp, B, and E. So there's no 5th, but we do have a 4th. So we have a major 3rd and a 4th. So we have this kind of tension in that, which is really cool. And what can we do with this? What can we do with the B major chord? It's got that 11th in there. We can add a 9th. But with the B open string still ringing. Major 3rd, 9th. We can do the Jimi Hendrix. Now I'm going to go down to an A chord here, but I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take off the top two notes, and so I've got A, C sharp, B, and E. So this is an A add 9 for this one with the open strings. Pretty cool stuff, right? I can, as I take this single shape down, it's just a diagonal line at this point. D string, G string, that's the 9th fret and the 8th fret. Down a whole step, down another whole step. This would be G, B, B, and E. So that's like a G with no 5, and then a 6th in there. And then here's our F. It's like an F major 7 type deal with the B in it, and then back to E. But Evan, he came through for us, folks. Here he goes. He says C, F, and G. All right, so let's make a C chord and see if there's any strings. Well, we've got our C chord is C, E, and G. C, E, and G. We have an E. We have a G right here. So I'm gonna fret my A-shaped C chord over here at the 3rd and the 5th fret. And I'm going to get rid of this top G, because I know if I get rid of it, there's a chord tone. That's an E. Now I'm also going to get rid of the root here on the G string, because I know if I get rid of that, the open G string is the 5th. And so there, that could be kind of cool. Or we could do it up here. This would be like a C major 7th. There's a C shape and with the B, the open B string here. And now we've got an F. So let's see here. Our F is F, A, and C. Well, we can use the A string. There's an F. And the E would make it F if we had the open E string. 3rd and the bass with an open. This is like an F major 7. So let's see here. We could have, or that would be cool. Little sour sound. What if I did this? There's a lot of different things you can try. This is one of my most favorite things to experiment with. Evan says, sorry, my earbuds died and the video stopped. Oh, I'm sorry. No problem, man. No problem. I'm glad you're here. So, what time? Okay, we got a few minutes left as we go in here. Let's do another one. Let's find another one where we can use open strings. Of course, all of our open position chords do that already, right? But going up high here, there's a lot of riff-based songs. They use drone notes, use a low pedal tone, right? So this is not so much a chord, but I'm in the notes that I'm playing on top of that drone note, I'm doing thirds, root, second, thirds, and fifths. I could do sharp fours to the fifth or regular four. Right, but taking advantage of these open strings is something I do all the time. If I'm playing a lead. Say I have to play in one pattern and go to another one, if I'm in the key of D, I might hit open D note. Covers up a lot of stuff there. So yeah, so that's, I just wanted to go through some of those, have some fun. Phil said, how about D, E, and A? Let's see. So this is the key of A, D's the 4 chord, E's the 5 chord. That would be cool. So I played the A shaped here and left the open string. So this is a D chord. So we have, it's a D add 9 because we got the E in there. Then when we go up to the E, well, it's just an E because that open E string is the root of that. And then we're gonna go to back to the A chord, and I'm using this C shape here with the open high E string. So it has the 5th up on top. Let's try another one. So let's see here. Oh. Well, there you go, Phil. I was doing a whole bunch of those there, trying to harmonize the different voicings with open strings over the D, the E, and A, which is a cool chord progression, starting on the 4, ending on the, going to the 5, and ending on the 1. Pretty cool. Okay, well, there you go, folks. Great to spend time with you today. I've got band practice tonight, so I'm going to get a little working on up some new songs here. So I'm going to head out in just a second. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in before we take off. Thank you to Phil. Thank you to Evan for hanging out with me today. We got Warren's here. I got to see Warren yesterday. That was awesome. Yeah. Let's see here. I think that was that everybody that was? Yeah, I think that's everybody that's participated today. Okay. Well, thanks everybody. I will see you Let's see, what's today? Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow, right around the same time, right around 4:30. Later on. Bye-bye.